I'm back, man. I just know that when somebody calls, it messes up the live. It makes the sound go out and all this stuff. So you got to just go out and come back in. But I'm going to be brief though, so I got to go work out. But I'm just saying that Mackenzie Scott though, you all are going to let her hide behind this philanthropy. As I said before, philanthropy is wickedness. It's pure evil. It's demonic. It's satanic. They give all this money so they can hide. They give all this money as a tax write-off, these organizations, and 90% of the money doesn't even go towards the cause. 90% of the money goes to running their nonprofit. Does that even make any sense? How does the majority of the funds go to running a nonprofit when the purpose of the nonprofit is to use the money to help the people? It makes absolutely zero sense. That's how you know it's wicked and it's evil, it's satanic and demonic. This woman has given $12 billion to all these organizations, but when it came to you, because you know y'all love Jeff Bezos so much, and y'all love Bill Gates so much, and y'all love George Soros so much, when it came to you, she gave money to Planned Parenthood, she gave money to the HBCUs, and she gave money to BLM. Now we know that the money to the HBCUs will never see the students. We know the money for Planned Parenthood will be used to open up Planned Parenthood centers, more of them, to create more abortions, more genocide. And we know that the money to BLM, well, that's going to their pockets. So she literally did nothing for you all. And I keep telling you all, the real impact is actually empowering someone economically. That means you get somebody to a point where they're debt free. That is true philanthropy. She gave 12 million, no, she gave 12 billion. Remember, she got a divorce from Jeff Bezos. She gave Planned Parenthood almost $300 million. I don't know what 12 million is. 12 million ain't nothing. She probably dropped that and missed it. But what I'm saying is we give all these people, to destroy. She gave that money to destroy. At the same time, though, we still let these folks hide behind this philanthropy. And then all the corporations, these major corporations, are ran by white liberals or Jewish liberals, all of them. Their conservative folks aren't running these major corporations. All the ones you all love are ran by white liberals, all of them. You can pick them. So the system itself is majority, like 95% liberal. So when we're complaining about the system, who are we actually talking about? Because all those corporations support Democrats. All those corporations are liberal. So who are we actually talking about? Those corporations all supported BLM. So who is the system? I can't remember that guy's name. Maybe y'all can put it in the chat. But the guy that paid for that graduating class at Morehouse that year. Who was that guy? I don't remember his name, but he's a billionaire, but he paid for the graduating class of Morehouse, as I said in the last video, that he basically really paid for their college tuition. Because I talked to a young man, and he basically told me, I left college debt free. That's empowerment. And then right after that, they're talking about his taxes, how he did something wrong with his taxes. Like, I'm telling you all, when it comes to true empowerment, having someone there you go, CEO Robert Smith, thank you. Robert Smith paid for that graduating class college tuition, all of them debt free. What I'm telling you all is that is true empowerment. That's empowerment. That's what they don't want. So if these people that love y'all so much aren't getting to where y'all can be debt free, then it's all fake. They're telling you all that you all have it so bad in America, but they're not buying you any homes. They're not guaranteeing you any jobs. Joe Biden just said, bring the Ukrainians over here and give them money, even though he's telling you and I it's going to be a food shortage. So bring the Ukrainians over here, but we got to suffer a food shortage. This is what y'all voted for. So honestly, at this point, to me, our right to vote should be revoked. I know it sounds harsh. I know it sounds bad. I know I sound like a sellout, whatever. I know it sounds bad, but we should have our voting rights revoked. And because at this point, we are political liabilities and we're social liabilities because we don't vote with any kind of strategy, any kind of facts, any kind of data, any kind of plan. Not like at this point, we are literally political liabilities, and we shouldn't be allowed to vote. We should have to sit out at least one election. I guarantee, if we were forced to sit out for one election cycle, I guarantee the next time we would come back more prepared. I guarantee it'd be more preparation, and I guarantee folks would be looking into stuff and they probably wouldn't be supporting the Democrats as much, or they may want to start their own political party. I don't know, but the fact that we love these white liberals for making these fake gestures is just amazing to me, and we give them a pass. And I'll say it again, white liberals are the system. The media, the movies, everything you look at is from a liberal standpoint. You could be on an app, a regular, I was on the app, this app called Canva. I was on the Canva app, and the Canva app itself is supposed to be a neutral platform that basically helps you create stuff for your stories or your posts, YouTube, all those kind of things, like advertisement for your stuff. Gives you like templates and stuff like that. But the Canva app, you would think was neutral, but all throughout the little apps, the examples they have is Black Lives Matter and Pray for Ukraine. Like, it's liberal. Everything you look at is liberal. This Old Navy over here, on the front of the Old Navy, they had a bunch of obese women, built like an offensive line. Just a whole bunch of women across the front of Old Navy. It's liberal. Lizzo got a show. It's liberal. I don't care how much dancing and showing off her body Lizzo does. She not going to make nobody like no big obese women. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So their goal is just to emasculate the men because they know it's not going to work no other way. You got to make the men not be men for them to want Lizzo. I'm sorry. Don't nobody want Lizzo. Lizzo was screaming for attention. Screaming for it. Don't no man want that. It's you got chubby chasers. Yeah, chubby chasers make up maybe 0.0001% of the population. Don't nobody want Lizzo, man. I'm sorry. Lose weight. Lose weight. Here go women. Well, men can be out of shape. Yeah, but men are also paying. So unless y'all willing to pay like you weigh, lose weight. Now, if Lizzo pay like she weigh, then guess what? She can do what she gonna do. But she not gonna do that. She not gonna do that. Thank you, Navi. But she not gonna do that. She not gonna pay like she weigh, though. She ain't gonna pay like she weigh. No. What she gonna do is, she gonna wanna get with a man, and she gonna torture him, because not only is she obese, but she's also a modern woman. She's also black girl magic. She's also feminist. She's also liberal. So not only do I have to deal with the pounds, I got to deal with the pounds and the propaganda. That's the 2 P's, pounds and propaganda. That's the title for a book, right? Or a documentary. Pounds and propaganda. That's a good title right there. That's a good title. But these white liberals get to hide behind all this stuff, man, and it's fake. Philanthropy is evil and it's wicked, man. Look at the most evil and wicked people that we know have hid behind philanthropy. And so at this point now, if we don't learn from what has happened this last election, then we're not going to ever learn. Maybe we should not vote. Okay, if y'all want to sit out a vote, then don't vote. But your reason for not voting has to be made clear. Meaning you have to say, you got to have courage and say, we're not voting because of this. But y'all won't do that. Y'all just won't vote. At the end of the day, This liberal ideology is really going to destroy America. Not even going to destroy. It has destroyed America because this liberal ideology has made us soft. And we're too soft. Nobody wants to tell the truth anymore. And really, being a liberal is just not telling the truth. That's all it is. Somebody said Victoria's Secret. Yeah, exactly, Mimi. Victoria's Secret got a bunch of, I don't want to see no big girls in lingerie. Big women don't want to see themselves in lingerie. If you ever notice, it's almost like they're forcing you. Listen, it's the same mentality as the LGBTQP. Don't forget X, Y, and Z community. It's the same mentality as the BLM people. It's the same where they want to force you to accept something. I don't have to, listen, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm 200 pounds. Why I got to wrestle with you in bed at 300? Why? Why I got to wrestle with you? That's not appealing. Why I got to do it? I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. We in the bed. What's foreplay? We lifting weights for foreplay, and then we have a match to have sex? No, I'm cool. Y'all gonna say, Blast, don't get on the big girls like that, man. I don't want to hear it, man. Those women are going to make life difficult in the future when they have all the leverage. You're not gonna be able to say they obese in the future. You're not going to be able to say you don't. Listen to me. It's going to be so crazy in society, you're not going to be able to say in public that I'm heterosexual. You're not going to be able to say, I don't want to date someone that's obese. You're not going to be able to say it. They're going to put a muzzle, like the people wear the mask, they're going to put a muzzle on the truth. That means you can't even say, I don't want to date a transformer. I don't want to date a Decepticon. I don't want to do it. You won't be able to say it. You will not be able to say it. They're gonna force people into verbalizing support for all this nonsense. You hear these folks now, ain't nothing wrong with big girls, then go date them then. Go marry them then. Ain't nothing wrong with trans people, then go date them. Go date them. Already talking about what ain't wrong, but they don't do it. Go do it. Go date them. All this being fake woke. And my people the worst. My people the worst. We don't even realize all those groups about to surpass. Y'all done been surpassed by them groups. Forget about to. Y'all done been surpassed. Y'all done been surpassed by them groups. So if you want to be a part of the LGBTQ community, you can't be black. They'll let you be black and trans. You can't be black and gay. When you gay, you got to be gay. Now, if you trans, you can be the black trans thing. Because them trans going to rise to the top. Remember what Dave Chappelle said? It was all in the car. Said it was gay men, it was lesbians, bisexual, and it was transgenders. And he said the transgenders was the ones that was last. Watch the transgenders rise to the top because transgenderism is one step below transhumanism. Mark my words. The trans gonna have all the power. They're gonna be they're gonna be the mayors, they're gonna be the governors, they're gonna be the CEOs, they're gonna be your bosses. And y'all think white people was bad? Y'all think that white folks is racist? Wait till them transgenders get in charge and get this power. Boy, they are going to torture you all. And you can't holler racism. You can't holler nothing because they're gonna be trans. They're gonna be protected. Ooh my God, they're gonna torture y'all. You're gonna apply for a job and you're gonna say, they're gonna ask you flat out, will you date trans? Nothing to do with the interview. They ain't even asked about the qualification. They ain't asked about nothing. First question, you say good morning. As soon as you sit down, will you date trans? And then you're gonna try to be slick and say, Yeah, I date trans. Then they gonna say, prove it. They gonna get y'all. They gonna get y'all. Oh yeah, I date trans. Prove it. Boy, they got you. You want that job? Do you really want that job? Because guess what? They gonna be in all positions of power. All this liberal woke stuff finna push my people to the bottom. And you will never get back up. Because them other groups, because y'all thought it was just white people. Y'all think it's just, oh, white folk this, white folks that. And white people, compared to the LGBTQs and the trans and them Asians when they come over here, and them Middle Easterns, Indians, and all, listen, in them other places, they 1,000 times more racist, and they open about it, and they enforce their racism. You know, in America, they ended slavery, they passed this, they passed that, desegregation, all. You know, in America, they don't work with you. These other groups, it's an anti-Asian hate bill right now in the books. When them Asians come over here, knocking y'all upside y'all head, you're not gonna be able to defend yourself because they're gonna be protected. That Asian hate bill is for the Asians. They're going to be knocking y'all upside y'all head and calling y'all the N-word, and they're not going to say it in Chinese. They're not going to say it in Mandarin. They're not going to say it in Tibetan. They're not going to say it in Japanese. They're not going to say it in Korean. They're going to say it in English, calling you the N-word. As soon as you get upset and get mad and put your hands on them, you going to jail because they protected. They set y'all up, and I'm happy they set y'all up because y'all deserved it. Y'all spent this whole time being who God told you all not to be. So what you got coming for y'all is hell. And I'm going to sit back and watch. I'm good. See, the folks on here good because we still serving the Most High, so we good. We ain't worried. We going to be seen about and synced about. We good. It's y'all, with all this new age religion, they finna terrorize y'all. Boy, you don't know what it is. You done got your chakras in line, and then some Asian folks come and beat your chakras out of alignment. Or some trans folks come and beat your chakras out of alignment, no pun intended. Y'all don't know. And now many folks gonna say, oh, this is hate speech, but at the end of the day, just mark my words. To whom much is given, much is required, and we've seen power corrupt people over and over and over again. Look what the women's liberation movement has turned into. Look what the women's suffrage movement has turned into. Look how society has decayed with the more and more power women have gotten. Now, I'm all for women having the same access that a man has. I'm all for women be able to get paid the same. I'm all for that. What I'm not for, though, is giving women special privilege because they're women. You can't make up for stuff that's done in the past. But now we see that all that power women have gotten, look what's happened. You got Lizzo leading the charge. You got Cardi B leading the charge. You got Meg Thee Stallion leading the charge. You got Kamala Harris. You got Maxine Waters. You got Nancy Pelosi. You got Hillary Clinton. Look what's happened. Look what's happened with the empowerment of these women. Look what has been created. Monsters. Michelle Obama, monsters. Don't talk about Michelle like that. Monster. These folks don't care about us, man. This lady done gave, Mackenzie Scott done gave all this money, and y'all still in debt. All this money, and we still finna have a food shortage. All this money, and these children don't have any clothes to go to school in. All this money, and your people still suffering. Make it make sense. $12 billion? Do you know what $12 billion could do? That's crazy. They don't ever show y'all measurable outcomes. It's a setup. You donating $12 billion. What's the measurable outcomes? Why is the measurable outcome to say we want 100,000 people of our community to graduate from college? Come on, man. No measurable outcomes because it's a scam. Philanthropy is evil and wicked. Y'all was hollering, right, Navi, y'all was hollering, impeach Trump on the first day y'all said impeach Trump, and he hadn't even done nothing. Joe Biden has actually done something, and y'all ain't saying nothing. We should not be allowed to vote. I'm going to say it again. And I don't care who gets mad. We should not be allowed to vote. We ain't even got enough decency to say that Biden is doing wrong. We don't even have enough decency to say Biden's doing a poor job. We can't even say that. And y'all want me to believe that Trump was the problem. I refuse to believe that. Trump wasn't the problem. We've always been the problem. If you go look back through history, we've always been the problem. Y'all can't make me believe nothing about slavery no more. I refuse. Because I watched y'all these past 2 years. I watched y'all. So you can't convince me that slavery wasn't voluntary, because I watched y'all. Them folks told y'all, you can't do this unless you do this, and y'all did it. Y'all didn't say the system was wrong. Y'all didn't say they was racist. Y'all didn't protest, march, or scream and kick and fight. Y'all didn't steal flat screens. Y'all didn't steal bundles. Y'all didn't steal PS5s. Y'all didn't steal flat irons. Y'all didn't do that. Y'all said okay. So that let me know it was never about racism. Because the way y'all folded to the system like a lawn chair, the way y'all folded to the system like a cheap suit, ain't no way in the world it was about racism. It ain't no way. I saw y'all complied off of a verbal threat. Y'all complied. I saw it. Top 3 reasons for the jab: vacation, back to normal, and job. So don't fix y'all mouth to them about no slavery. They didn't force y'all to do nothing. They probably came to y'all and said, let us do this for y'all and we'll just pay y'all. Let us do this and we'll take care of everything for y'all. That's what they did. They didn't force y'all into slavery. Ain't no way. Ain't no way they forced y'all into slavery. I don't believe it. They offered y'all a deal and y'all took it. They're saying when y'all take them same deals today. Y'all took the same slavery deal today and you had all the freedom, you had all the resources, you had all the power. You still made the same choice. So don't tell me it's about no slavery. Mackenzie Scott gave $12 billion with no measurable outcomes. She done gave the Planned Parenthood genocide. She done gave the BLM destruction. And she done gave to the HBCUs for nothing, because the money will not reach the students. All that money goes to minority serving institutions. There are only 100 and some HBCUs. It's 700 and something minority serving institutions, meaning most of the money goes to universities that are predominantly white, because you only got to have a certain percentage of students to qualify to be a minority serving institution. But we don't read because we don't know that. So I don't want to hear about no slavery, because I don't believe the story no more. I got my own idea of slavery, what really happened. It didn't involve no chains and no whips, none of that stuff. Because I saw this time around, it didn't involve none of that. It just involved Democrats and liberals and Biden saying do it. Them same Democrats said when Trump was pushing it, they said he wasn't going to take it. Then Biden got in office, and then hold on, a lot of y'all said y'all wasn't going to take it. Then when Biden got in office, y'all took it, because Biden said you better take it or else. So anyway, that's all I really have for today. I just want to vent real quick. I saw Mackenzie giving that money to that Planned Parenthood, and I said, you know what? I'm tired of these white liberals, which are the system, these white liberals and Jewish liberals, which are the system. That's the system you're fighting against. That's the system. George Soros is the system. Bill Gates is the system. Klaus Schwab is the system. Jeff Bezos is the system. Elon Musk is the system. That's the system. Look at all the major industries, Vanguard and BlackRock. That's the system. It's all white liberals and white Jewish people. So when y'all start talking about racism, be specific. Stop pointing to some white person in a trailer park. Stop pointing to a white person on social media. Point to the real people, but you won't do it because y'all a bunch of cowards and y'all are afraid because you know them other white folks, it come with a consequence talking about them. This is why I don't care about racism no more, because racism is only convenient. It's convenient when y'all want to talk about it with no consequence. But the consequence is getting on TV and saying Elon Musk is a part of the system, white supremacy. Bill Gates is a part of white supremacy. Jeff Bezos part of white supremacy. Klaus Schwab part of white supremacy. George Soros part of white supremacy. Warren Buffett part of white supremacy. Y'all can't say that. Joe Biden part of white supremacy. Y'all can't say that. That's the real white supremacy. The average white person walking around ain't white supremacy. They have no power over you. So I'm going to say it right now. They're going to make y'all try to pick these obese women. Notice it's just women and not men. They don't care about obese men because obese men are quote unquote disgusting. Obese women are beautiful. And listen, I'm not even saying Lizzo's even ugly. I think Lizzo's attractive. She's just too big for me. And I'm not going to say she's sexy. And I'm not going to say her body is right. I'm going to say she needs to lose at least 80-something pounds, maybe even 100. Let's say 100 pounds. I don't have a problem with trans. I have a problem with trans getting special privilege in society. Anytime a trans person gets murdered, they always say it's because they're trans. How convenient is that? How convenient is that? Just like when a police officer shoots someone that's from our community, it's automatic racism. You see how they imply an intent to everything? Implying intent is dangerous because they're going to flip it on you. Implied intent is dangerous. How do I know why that transgender person got killed? What that transgender person was selling dope? What that transgender person hurt somebody else? What that transgender person had killed somebody? What that transgender person did something that warranted that kind of reaction? Why is it the transgender person, when they get killed, is just because they're transgender, which means they're part of a protected group, which means you have no cause in harming them. That means they're going to terrorize you and punish you, just like when the Asians come over here. It's all a setup, but you all voted for this. And if you didn't vote for it, you disowned me for not agreeing with it. You still supported it. So even if you don't vote, you still support it. Even if you don't vote, you still support this madness because y'all are silent. I don't trust anyone that is silent at this time. During these times, you're not saying nothing. So that lets me know when the mark of the beast come, you're going to take it. If you can't speak out against this, if you can't speak out against the jab and Joe Biden, there's no way you're not going to take the mark of the beast. You're going to take it. Listen, I love y'all. And I'll be going live tonight with Imagine Colors on Instagram at 10 p.m. I love y'all and thank you.